I am on the 39th floor of my apartment building here in Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia. And I don't know what I expected of this city, but a high-rise modern building with swimming pool facilities and a gym for £22 a night wasn't it. This is my first time in Phnom Penh and in Cambodia, and in this video I'll be exploring the city, see what the value's like, how it compares to other cities I've visited here in Southeast Asia, and see if the hype is real as to whether Phnom Penh is one of the best cities here in Southeast Asia to come and visit or live in 2025 and beyond. Just 2 months ago, the brand new Techno International Airport in Phnom Penh opened, and it is state of the art. The place looks like you've just landed in the Middle East, and it's a bid to increase tourism numbers from the 2.5 million international visitors Cambodia gets each year to try and increase that number. And I've got to admit, in terms of airports I've been to, this is top 5 in terms of aesthetics and ease to get around. They've done a really good job of the place. And before I get out and explore the city, let me give you a quick tour of my apartment that I've rented. So it was a studio apartment, big spacious bed, kitchen, living area, bathroom, and a nice view over the city in a really modern apartment complex. You had a swimming pool upstairs with a gym, and all of this was £22 or around $30 per night. And if you were coming for a month, you'd get a massive monthly discount on that as well. Especially coming into the high season, I think that's really good value. Don't know if it's just me, but anytime I'm in a new big city, I always just feel overwhelmed. I don't know what to do, where to go, but I've just booked a tuk-tuk and I'm starving, so I need to go get some food first. And the tuk-tuk I've just booked, less than £1, 95p or 5,000 Cambodian real. Mad. I don't know if my accommodation is in Chinatown or what, but all of the restaurants and everything around is in Chinese. Thank you, have a good day. So the place I've just been dropped off to by the tuk-tuk is Cambodia Bagels. I needed something just hearty this morning and something that I'm familiar with, but I'm looking at the menu now and it's even better than what I thought. For me, it's important that a place has good Western food as well as local food, and this chicken and bacon bagel was decent. I had a blueberry milkshake alongside that, and total cost came to $8.50 or £6.40. The official currency of Cambodia is the Cambodian real, but most places will quote you in US dollars and actually expect you to pay in US dollars. I'm now heading over to a place they call Russian Market and just ordered another tuk-tuk, and it's a 3k drive away. This tuk-tuk's on the way, £1.30 this one, $1.80. Let's head over to the popular Russian markets. So today. It's strange because you can go down one street and it seems completely old school and maybe what you'd expect of a Southeast Asian city years back, and then you can go down another street and there's brand new buildings, brand new hotels, and it looks very modern and clean. How cool. Straight away I can see loads of like fake designer goods. There's meant to be loads of food here, so I'm going to go check it out. I don't really need much, but maybe I'll try buy a little something.
Number 6 or 7.
They actually look legit. I can't imagine buying jeans from this market and them lasting too long or keeping their colour, but they look legit. Loads of watches. They're Rolly. You know, if I start randomly rocking a Rolly in the videos, you know where I've got it from. Wow, that is sick. If I had a fixed address, I'd love that. That goes so far. You can just see the light right at the end there. Pink Lacoste. So it's there. How much for this?
$30.
$30. Wow, that's expensive. It's original, made in Cambodia, or made in the factory. Same factory.
That brand, Lacoste.
Oh wow. Okay, it's more expensive than what I thought though. Yeah. And same?
25.
How much? 25. Okay, thank you. That surprised me that the first place I asked about prices, that wanted $30 for a shirt. She said it's original, made in Cambodia, and I think she's implying it's basically real. I'm not sure how much I believe that. How much for this one? Get this little bad boy for $3. Okay, Akun. Thank you. Akun. So that was me done with the Russian markets. The place was huge. I'd seen what I needed to see. I'd seen enough fakes. So I caught a tuk-tuk to another part of town, just to have a walk around and a little bit of an explore of another part of the city. Now this will do me. One of these bad boys. Nice cold, fresh coconut. How much for the takeaway? How much did you pay for that?
Yeah, the same one. Yeah.
Same, 4,000. Ah, yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Cool. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, bye-bye.
So these guys were super helpful. A couple of them spoke English, so they explained to the woman what I wanted. They just chop it and pour it into here for you. 4,000 real, which is 80 English pence or $1. When I asked how much it was, and I also asked how much they paid, and they say they don't mark it up for foreigners, so everyone pays the same. There's many places that you go to around the world, especially in Southeast Asia, where you'll pay a different price to the locals. How are you?
You not work in Cambodia, no work here.
Say again?
Work in Cambodia also.
No.
Just to travel.
Just travel, yeah. If you're traveling this Christmas, visiting family, or just going on holiday and want to stay connected, then download eSIM.io. I've been using eSIM.io for all of my travels, and this Christmas they've got a deal on where every time you top up balance, you get 50% cash back. So if you put on $20, you'll get $30 in your account to use with eSIM.io. They have global connection in over 180 countries. I'm gonna be flying this Christmas, and I'm gonna get off the plane on Christmas Eve. And I know the second I walk off the plane, I'm connected, so I can speak to my family, let them know I'm there. They've got really strong and reliable coverage, and in all 4 countries I've been recently, the connection speeds have been really good. Thanks again to eSIM.io for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to download eSIM.io and make the most of this deal where you get 50% extra balance every single time you top up. There is always something magical about walking through the streets of a big city in Southeast Asia. Just sensory overload, the smells, the sounds, the sights, everywhere you go. You could spend days just walking through the streets and taking it all in. Street food just getting cooked all along the side of the street. That looks really good actually. It's like some chicken, pork belly. One thing I've wanted to do for the last couple of days is get my hair cut. So I found a place online, got something like 500 5-star reviews, so I'm hopeful for good things, but I'm not confident for good things. Let's see what it's saying. Akun. I didn't realise I'd walked a lot closer to this place than I was. That was about a 3-minute tuk-tuk ride. But here we are, Western Barbershop. Wish me luck. So it's there, and just like that, trim done. $10. I'm in Phnom Penh in Cambodia, Southeast Asia, you know, in a barber's I've never been to before. I don't think that's too bad. It's always a little bit risky. You tell them not to take too much off top, because that's the easiest part to go wrong and not recover from. And then, yeah, it's all right. It's what it is. What do you think? I haven't quite figured out how you cross a road in Cambodia yet. People come from every direction, and whilst there's traffic lights and zebra crossings, they don't always seem to mean much. And then you've got these little streets that you walk down. These are probably my least favourite, to be honest, because you walk down them and there's no sidewalks or paths, and there's vehicles coming from both directions, so I just stay facing the traffic and hope that there's enough space for cars when they whip past like that, you know? Nothing you don't get used to in this neck of the woods. Well, just came into a supermarket to get a drink and seen the maddest thing that I've never seen in any country I've ever been. It looks like you can buy your poultry live. You get like ducks and chickens and they're like geese down the bottom here. It's pretty mad. That is mad. This geezer up top is massive. So to wrap up my first full day here in Phnom Penh, I am going to go to a restaurant I've just been highly recommended as the best Cambodian food around. So I'm going to go get some very good, hopefully, Cambodian food, drink a few Cambodian beers and enjoy the evening. It's mad because I've just walked about 20 minutes to get to this place, maybe even longer. And I was kind of expecting some small local Cambodian, not necessarily street food, but smaller restaurant. And I've came to probably the most plush, upmarket Cambodian restaurant there is in the whole of Phnom Penh. The food was nice and the restaurant was nice. I had these sausages and this vegetable curry. I had 2 beers as well, and it come to $30 or around about 22 English pounds. It was nice, it was very good. The sausages were sweet, they had caramelized onion in and were super tasty and fresh. The vegetable curry was nice as well. Then I got out and explored Basak Lane, which is the trendy nightlife area in Phnom Penh. And honestly, it was modern. It had a good vibe to it. I went there early, so it wasn't popping, but you can imagine this place has a proper good buzz later on in the evening. That was the end of day 1 for me here in Phnom Penh. The next day, I headed out to the killing fields and one of the genocide museums in Phnom Penh, which is super interesting, but I've got a separate video coming on that. It's a heavy day, but one that I highly recommend if you're in Cambodia. To wrap up the trip, I finished on this sunset cruise for around £13. You had free flow alcohol, a tuk-tuk that picked you up from your accommodation, and an hour-and-a-half cruise on the river overlooking the city's skyline. Phnom Penh has exceeded my expectations. I do see this city increasing its tourism numbers in the next few years. When you consider Thailand is just next door and they get over 10 times the amount of tourists each year that Cambodia does, I'm sure this will only continue to grow in the future. The value's good, the accommodation's good, the people are friendly, the food is nice, there's options of things to do blended in with the history as well. And now with an emphasis on accessibility with the airports, it'll be even easier to access the country and travel around. Don't forget, when you download eSIM.io and top up your balance, you'll get 50% cash back this Christmas. Guys, as always, I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you liked the video and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.